Hello. Today what we'll be doing is constructing some very special concurrent points within triangles. To start out, what we need to do is to actually construct a triangle on here using the polygon tool. I'm going to make it a fairly large triangle to take up most of the space here so that we'll have plenty of room to work within it. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to construct the midpoints of all three sides. Our goal here first is to find the medians of my triangle, and the place where the medians intersect is the point of concurrency called the centroid of the triangle. Interesting fact about the centroid of a triangle, it's actually the point on the triangle that is the balance point. You can actually construct the centroid of a triangle on a sheet of paper, cut out the triangle, and put a pencil tip right on that centroid and balance the triangle on that point. So it's the center of balance for the triangle. Okay, back to constructions. We're going to go here to the point tool and select midpoint. And the only thing that you have to do here is just click the 2 points between where you want the midpoint constructed. So now we've got points D, E, and F. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to construct the median, which is just a segment that connects each vertex of the triangle with the midpoint of its opposite side. So we're going to select the segment tool, and we're going to select each set of points here. Notice that they all three intersect at one point. We're going to name that intersection point G. To get the intersection, all I had to do here is select the intersect tool and just hover, and it selects the intersection of all three of these particular segments. Now to check to make sure that you've got this done correctly, you should be able to move any point on the triangle, and it actually moves everything along with it. Notice that no matter where we move each vertex, the centroid remains inside the triangle. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to just change the colors of these. I want to do some more things with this triangle, but I want these to be a different color so that I can sort of color code this. I'm going to make them gray so that my eyes are not focusing on those anymore, but I still want them to be there. You could also hide these, and that's okay too. Okay. Now we want point G to be the same color as the medians because the medians were the way we constructed it. Okay, here we go. Changing all these to gray. Interesting thing about the medians of a triangle also is that the medians are in two particular pieces here that are in an exact 1:2 ratio. It's actually 1/3 of the entire median and 2/3 of the entire median. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is we are going to construct the angle bisectors, which intersect at a point of concurrency called the incenter, and then from there we're going to construct the incircle of a triangle. And the incircle, of course, is going to be inside the circle. So it's nice to have these construction tools here because you don't have to do all the extra work to do the angle bisectors. So to do the angle bisector, you just do a selection of the 3 points that create that angle that you're bisecting. We're going to do that for each angle of the triangle using the same process. And notice that they intersect exactly right here. To label that, we're going to select the intersect tool and then make sure we hover here, and now that point is called point H. Now that we have this incenter, we do not need these angle bisectors anymore. Trying to find the hide tool here. All right, we're going to hide this object here, here, and here. And all we're going to do is focus right here on point H. In fact, I am going to make that a bold and bright color so that we can see it well. Here we go. All right, so this is going to become the center of my incircle. And the way we construct the incircle is by creating a radius here, a radius here, and a radius here. Now this incenter is the same perpendicular distance to each of the 3 sides. So if I am putting a perpendicular line through that point, wherever it intersects the side of the triangle, that's going to be a point that is actually on the circle. So we're going to select our perpendicular line tool. So we want to select our point H and each side. And then after we do that, we want to select the intersect tool so that we can actually label those points. So here's point -50. Okay, there we go. Those are our 3 points. And we're going to go ahead and hide our perpendicular lines now. So hide this one, and this one. Very good. To construct the incircle, notice that there are several different selections to choose from. We're going to choose a circle through 3 points because we have these 3 points that we've already constructed. So we're going to select all 3 of these points here. There we go. There's our circle. Notice that For our circle, our point H is actually the center of that circle. You can see the equation down here, plus 2.3. It's of course rounded, so that's going to be a negative 2.3. This is plus 1.09, so that's going to be a negative 1.1 here. So there's our in center and our in circle for the triangle.